So, good morning. And we did not get an opportunity to go live with our Facebook Transforming Your Life on yesterday because of technical difficulties or our inability to connect to the internet. However, we wanted to come online now and kind of talk about this week with those who are transforming your life with us. And whether you get the video or whether you join us live, we hope that it offers an equal value to you. If I do see people come live, I will try to answer questions as we go through the process, but I wanted to have something on this week so that we can kind of work together. Now, I will say this. Those who are joining us in this journey of transforming your life, then if you're at this point where you're walking through us through the Lent process, this 40 days of Lent activity, then what you are doing is you have a scripture that is provided to you by the Transform Your Life book, and then you have also, in addition to that, you have a kind of an example of how it applies to your life and some things to think about, and then in addition you have a journaling task. That's all part of the Transforming Your Life book. And sorry that it's upside down because I'm on Facebook, but the Transform Your Life book, which you can get if you connect with us at cfbckc.org, cfbckc.org. Now, if you've been walking through us through the journey, you're at that point now where you're starting to recognize things in your life that have been hidden, have been a part of the trail of baggage that you've been carrying, but you have comfortably put those things out of the way, and they don't show up in your daily conversations. They usually show up in your attitudes and your moods and your restrictions and all those different kinds of things that begin to take place. But when you transform your life, you're cleaning out the old stuff. It's like an oil change. You got to take the old dirty oil out and put in the new oil. And so if you just mix the new stuff with the old stuff, then you really have cleaner oil because you have some influence of the new, but you also have a stabling dominance of the old. And so what happens is whenever you have something pure mixed with something that's dirty, the dirty makes the pure impure. And that's kind of really what happens when you're learning new things in life and you're growing in life and you haven't got rid of the old stuff. Then what you have is a sense of impurity. You've contaminated the new stuff that was totally new and clear when it came into your life, but it came into a place where dirt exists. So what we really want to do is I want to encourage you, if you're at that point now and you've been walking with us, I want to encourage you to, after you've read and after you have gone through the journaling part of Transforming Your Life, then go back to the scripture part of Transforming Your Life. Because here's the thing you got to remember. Whenever you're cleaning out the dirt, we get so concentrated on how dirty your life has been, how many mistakes we've made in life, all those different kinds of things that we've made in life, and those things begin to hinder our progress. And so if you take a funnel and you pour things in it, then the dirty funnel will begin to affect the stuff that comes out the bottom side. If you start really concentrating on how dirty the funnel is, then you won't be pouring anything new in it anymore. And so, God has made the decision already to accept you as a part of his journey to demonstrate holiness on earth. So you are already a chosen vessel. And even if you haven't accepted him, his passion to accept you still exists. So you don't have to worry about how dirty you are. You just have to worry about how clean he can get you. Because your primary objective right now is to become pure. To become, and I don't mean perfect in life, but I mean pure in the sense that you have a clear opportunity for God to pour into you and then not be contaminated by yesterday's issues. So cleaning out the funnel is where you are in the journey in transforming your life right now. And so I would encourage you to not think about what you've done in the past, but as those things surface, start to recognize how you are different going forward. I regret a lot of things in my life, made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of things that were unacceptable along the way. But let me share something that I think it was written in the book as we go through. But when we were little, we had a dog that lived next door to us. His name was Randy. And Randy was a vicious German shepherd. And Randy had been chained up all of his life, at least all of our time living next door. And so we would tease him, and he would run out to the edge of his chain. And when he was chained to his doghouse, he would run to the edge of the chain, and he would bark. And he would run back and forth. And over time, he created a dirt spot around that doghouse. And so every time we'd come over there, he would run all the way out to the edge of the dirt spot. And the grass was outside the dirt spot. And he never would step on the grass, because every time he ran outside the dirt spot, tried to run outside the dirt spot, it would choke him at first because he was chained. And then one day we came out, my brothers and I, we were teasing him like we always did. And he came running out to the edge of the dirt spot, and we noticed that the chain was loose. However, he didn't know the chain was loose. And so even though he had the freedom to come out into green pastures, he stayed in the dirt spot. And he ran around the edge of the dirt spot and barked. And we realized that here he was free. He was free from all the things that held him back in the future. But he still functioned as if he belonged in the dirt spot. Some of us are the same way. We are like Randy. God has released you from the things that used to hold you back. He has broken the chain that kept you from succeeding. And now all you have to do is realize that you don't have to stay in the dirt spot anymore, that you can step out in the green pastures and be more and more functional according to God's intent for you. And so as you take this journey with us to transforming your life, then we ask that you would think through and consider where you're going more than where you've been. You can't forget where you've been, because that's how you clean out the funnel. But as God put new things in the funnel, you want to clean it out because you don't want the new things to be contaminated. However, you don't want to concentrate on how much dirt is coming out, because it's more important where you're going than where you've been. So we appreciate you guys who have joined us today. We ask that you spread the video and allow people to have an opportunity to join us. Remember, if you want to join us in the journey on transforming